Good morning. My name is Judge Person. Welcome to the Temple Municipal Court. I see folks still connecting to audio, so I'm probably going to be redundant for a few minutes till everybody's connected. I do welcome everybody to Temple Municipal Court. My name is Judge Person, and we're going to begin court in a moment. This is real court, even though we're online and even though there's some conveniences associated with it. But the least convenient is just trying to get everybody physically connected. I do see gentlemen with the striped shirt just labeled iPhone. I'm going to ask you to unmute. If you could let me know your name, please. Yes, sir. With the orange. Yeah.
Byron Denman.
Thank you, Mr. Denman. Actually, let's see. I did review your file. Let me double check if I made a decision. No, I just had some questions. Okay, I'll be with you shortly, okay?
Yes.
And I'm just going to clarify your name on my screen so I don't lose track of you, Mr. Denman.
Okay.
Great. And Mr. O'Canis, Jimmy O'Canis, could you unmute and tell me your full name? Your name?
My full name is, first name is Jimmy, my middle name is John, and my last name is O'Canis.
O'Canis. Let me look you up because I don't have you on my regular docket, but I just want to pull the right file.
Okay.
And I'll be right back with you in a moment.
Okay.
Just stay, hang tight there for a moment. We'll be right back with you. So I do have a pretrial docket, and I see actually the attorney was the first one to log in, Mr. White. Miss Warren is here, and y'all know the rules, so I'm going to go ahead and create that room and let y'all begin that breakout room now. And I'll brief everyone else on what's going on in just a moment. Let's see, let me open those rooms. And Ms. Warren, oops, I think I just put everybody in a room. Hold on a moment. Let me start over. Oh, come on. Just a moment. I accidentally did that too quickly and created a breakout room for everybody to go, and they went there without trying. So did we find Mr. O'Canis? Okay, we'll get him squared away. My apologies, folks. If you're coming back in the room, that's great. I accidentally created a room and put everyone in it.
Okay. Do I need to tell them to leave the room and just?
You can. It's going to close in about 10 seconds.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'll just wait.
It's one of those things where I quickly and got a little ahead of myself and missed a step. So I'm going to wait till everyone's back, and then I'll do one big apology. So one big apology, everyone. I just got a little ahead of myself and created a room and put everybody in it. And periodically I moved just a little too fast, and that's what happened. Give me one moment. Okay, now everyone should stay put. And Ms. Warren, I will invite you to room 2. And I hope this isn't happening again. Everyone else can stay in the main room. Don't go anywhere. I don't know if it's happening again. It did. Every now and then I just am not as good at this as I think I am. I can get people back since I have a second room. Okay. So I am going to apologize again. Hopefully, everybody just stays put. I have the second room created in that first room. And unless I direct you, just ignore any invitations to join any rooms. I can't seem to get that second room to close. So I am sorry. I usually am pretty good at this, but I don't know what happened this morning. I'm a little too excited to get going with court. I welcome to the Temple Municipal Court. I'm Judge Person. I've actually reviewed everybody's file, and I think we're going to move pretty quickly. Most of the cases on the docket today don't really require that I do a lot to educate you about it, so I'll do that as we go. Let me just start with Jonathan De La Garza, if you're here. He was here a moment ago. Mr. De La Garza, can I have, yes, hi, can I have you unmute for a moment?
Unmute.
And yeah, you're good. So I want to be able to hear you. And we'll get to your case. Let me get Ms. Warren and Mr. White to give me an update on their case. I'm sorry, folks. Normally I'm quite good at the technology. I'm a little, for whatever reason, I have flustered myself. So Mr. White and Ms. Warren, if you could give me an update which way we're heading on the case regarding Nicholas Williams.
Your Honor, Mr. Williams is going to take advantage of the teen court program.
Okay. And do you have any recommendations regarding that?
I do not. This was a possession offense, and so if it pleases the court, I mean, if you want to put in your judgment that he takes a drug and alcohol course, but I'm not sure what teen court is going to request from him.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to advance you forward. And Mr. White, if you'll hold on just a moment, I want to visit with you for a moment. Ms. Warren, your next person, let's see. We don't have anyone else here for you this morning. Let me just call real quickly in case I've misunderstood. If your name is Mary Loisella, and I don't see you, and Rosalia Ruiz, I don't see you, and anyone here regarding Casey Ryan. I don't think anyone is on that docket, Ms. Warren. I think your docket is cleared now, and so you're good to go. Mr. White, we can take this a couple of ways. With teen court, there's a $20 teen court fee, and we want to pay that the day we begin teen court. Normally with this type of offense, and I'm wanting input from you with this statement, I normally will require a drug intervention class that's online, taken at the client's expense, usually runs you under $70, usually around the $50 mark. And then they get that done, they get it turned in, and their case gets dismissed. I want signatures on that document with that cash payment of $20 for the teen court program. And if they get their class turned in, which is usually, I like to do those within a 30-day frame because 60 days is our maximum time frame on teen court. Now we can reschedule if you want to reschedule, but we could also send the paperwork with a payment date of October 5th with a due date 4 weeks after that of the class, and not start until October 5th, and just schedule that like a plea. As you know, I don't have a plea docket. I just have an open door docket and whatever happens on my docket because it just is easier for the average person to work within that. If you want, we can send that document on over to you. I don't need a prosecutor's signature.
Okay, that'd be great.
I assume a no contest plea, and your client is 15. So at 17, all rights of expunction are there. We can email that over, and the cash payment being on the October 5th. And then what's 4 weeks after that date? I think it's going to be, I don't know, 31st. November 9th is the due date on the class. And then we send some class information. Ultimately, I believe it's a 12-hour class, but I'll look, it might be 8. And they can choose from a range of classes. I don't really elect choices on classes because I don't endorse a particular provider. I just want the, sorry, I've got Dan Kaser in my lobby yelling at people. Okay, well, he'll just have to wait. Is it a case of his own? Oh, okay, well, he just needs to follow his motions. So we've got your document, Mr. White. They were working on it while I was yakking with you about what to do. And we'll send that to you, the email that we have for you. Let me know if you have any concerns or issues, but it should be fairly straightforward.
I think,
We'll move forward.
All
Any
right.
questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're excused. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Is it 12 or 8? Eight's good. No one's stopping him from following his motions. He can follow what he wants to follow. Mr. Delagarso, you probably heard part of that, so you know, and I'll just let you unmute. So, Jonathan, I did accept your plea of no contest. My first question to you, though, is you're 16. Are you in the process of getting a driver's license?
We're actually waiting till about December because he has to have a note from the school saying he's been there for over a certain amount. We
Okay,
tried last year, but he missed too many days.
I see. Well, so Jonathan, you know you can't drive, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can do teen court. There is a teen court fee of $20. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
And then there's a class that you're going to do. It's a driving type class. And that'll be due actually October 21st. And if you get that turned in and you pay that $20 fee today, then your case gets dismissed. It'll keep it from being a conviction on your record, which is important right now because you don't want to keep yourself from getting a license by having convictions,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
The only
Okay.
concern I would have is the times that the classes take place.
Tests? No, there's an online course that you would take. He is taking.
Oh, it's online. Okay.
Yeah, it's an online class. So
Okay.
as soon as possible because it's due October 21st. I'm going to need you to come by and sign your documents. They'll be at the front desk and there's a $20 fee and you'll pay that fee today in cash, right? And then we'll have class information, just an online driving class. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How soon can y'all be here?
Probably 5-10 minutes latest.
Okay, no rush, don't hurry, but we'll have everything at the front so you can come and go fairly quickly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. And so moving right along, Michelle Morgan, if you'll unmute and I will pull your file, we'll get you where you need to go. I did review everything and I can approve community service. You did enter a plea of guilty to the speeding charge. Did I understand that properly? Michelle Morgan? Miss Morgan? Can you hear me? There we go. Miss Morgan, can you unmute and talk to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Are you
Morning.
also on a phone 979? No.
I know my phone number is 54. Well, it says 979. Yes, ma'am. At the
Okay,
bottom.
good. Very good. Okay. So I'm able to order community service. I do need to know. So sometimes when folks qualify for community service, but they have a disability, sometimes their disability will prevent them from doing community service, in which case you need to talk to a doctor and get a doctor's note telling me that, okay? But this will come out to 14 hours of community service. And
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
not going to be due until November 23rd.
Okay.
And I can email things to you, but you're in Temple. It's a fairly big packet. If you'd rather come on over, we can print it and have it at the front for you. And there's one document for you to sign and give us today. It's just a waiver that says you understand there's no coverage if you do community service. And then by November 23rd, I want your hours or some hours and a request for an extension or a doctor note saying you can't do the community service.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I can go this afternoon and pick that up.
Okay. We'll have that at the front desk for you. It's the same place you came before.
Okay.
And I'll have a note for the clerk to know you're coming in. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye. And then Mr. Denman, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll
Yes,
be
ma'am.
right with you. I need to get Brian O'Grady just to be on the phone for a minute. I mean, to unmute. And Mr. O'Grady, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I reviewed your file beforehand and I just signed a dismissal on your case. It was appropriate for your case. So your case has been dismissed, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'll email you a copy to the email that we have on file. We'll
All
send
right.
it
Thank you.
here later this morning, okay?
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Denman, I do have your file.
Yes, ma'am.
I had a couple of questions. I'm actually looked at everything, and I did find your pleas of guilty on the insurance case and on the no driver's license charge as well. And then I'm able to order community service. You had asked for a payment plan. I can go either way. If you want a payment plan, I can grant one, but I also can order community service instead. What do you have to say? Whoops. Well, maybe he'll be back. There he is. We're having an odd morning technologically. Mr. Denman, I'm not hearing you. There you go. So thank you, Mr. Denman.
Is,
What do you have to say? Which would
is
work
it possible
better?
to do both?
No, it's either or. So if we do community service, let me give you the amount.
Okay.
It would be 23 hours total. That would include both cases. We would start with a due date of November 23rd.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay. I see that you're in Temple. In fact, you're not far. Let's have you come by and
Yeah,
pick up your paperwork.
Right down.
Great. Let's have you come pick your
Yes, ma'am.
paperwork up. When can we look for you?
Probably less than 10 minutes.
Okay, I think we can get there. Be patient with the clerk. We'll try to have it up there by then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Things are moving pretty fast. I'm going to say it incorrectly. O'Connor's, we did get everything pulled and I figured out why it wasn't on the docket. It's all good. The driving safety course is a way to keep the item off your record. And normally you pay the court cost, but not the fine. So every ticket has a court cost and a fine.
Okay.
That number together is $254.
Okay.
In your case, you would pay, is it 144 on this one? Let me just look, 144. the remaining amount would go on hold.
Okay.
Take a course, which will run you about $40, maybe less.
Yes, ma'am.
Your driving record you get online. It's about
Yes, ma'am.
$13. You get those turned in by your next due date. And
Okay.
the case gets dismissed from your record, and that fine that was on hold gets waived.
Okay.
So can you pay the 144 today?
I can. The only request I had was, is there a payment plan optional, or it has to be
No.
144?
Right.
Okay. Okay.
That's state law, and it
Okay.
all has to be collected at once. If you can do it today, we start.
Okay.
But see, then you're paying, then you have a 90-day window
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do your class and your record. But if you get it done in 10 days, I would dismiss it then.
Okay.
It's just no later than
Okay.
the 90-day, which is about, the clerk will tell you exactly, but it's
Okay.
going to be around December 21st.
Okay.
And what we can do is email all the paperwork to you. And once you have all that paperwork, then you can call a clerk and they can direct you on how to pay the 144. Let me
Okay.
I have a clerk here. Hold on. Can he do that? Got to go online. He's got to come in for that. Okay. They're telling, can he pay? Does it have, he can do a check. He can do a card. Okay. Okay. We have to have you come to the building to
Okay.
do the 144. Are you able to do that today?
Yes, ma'am. I can do that today.
Before 5?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to put a note that you'll sign up at the window. So you don't need to print anything and bring it. Just, we'll have it all there waiting for you.
Okay. All righty.
Okay. If that will work for you, then you're heading toward that dismissal. And
Okay.
after today, just make sure it's a course that's approved for ticket dismissal
Okay.
in Texas. And make sure that when you sign up, you're signing for the Temple Municipal Court.
Okay. Okay.
And then the driving record is your 3A driving record. We're going to put all this in writing for you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Any questions, Mr. O'Connor?
No, ma'am.
Okay. That'll be waiting for you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
And I've got 2 phone calls. 979. Could you speak to me and tell me who you are?
This is Dolores Barnett. Is that?
Yes. Hi, Miss Barnett. I'm glad to hear you on the phone. Hi. I had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So are you in Temple at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay.
I live in Temple.
Yeah. So there are new charges, and you know, I kind of wanted to talk to you about them. There are new cases. I've gotten your paperwork, plea paperwork for the other cases, and then there are new ones. There's a rubbish charge from August 27th. And
okay, ma'am, there is no rubbish in my yard. I don't know why he's doing this.
Okay, here's the deal, okay? That is a disputed situation, right? The city thinks there is, and I don't know, and you think there isn't. So the answer is that we're going to move all of these cases to a pretrial docket and try to get some answers for you, because they're just going to keep filing if they think there's a problem. Now, your answer first would be to meet with the city, and the person you want to talk to, what is that officer's name? Is Officer Jeff Sharp.
Yes.
So you need to visit with him and find out what problem he thinks there is. And then you still can disagree, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
But what I'm hearing you say is, I'm pleading guilty, but I don't think I'm guilty. And so I'm moving that case to the pretrial docket. And that docket will be first online like this. And then we'll have a time when we come in and visibly talk. Okay?
Yes. Yes,
So
Your Honor.
Your first setting will be October 7th. And then your last setting will be December 1st. And at 2:00. And the first one will be online. and we'll do it like we did today. And your last one will be December 1st here in the court. Okay?
Ma'am.
So do we have an email for you?
Dolores.barnett10@gmail.com.
Okay, yes, that's what we have. And we're going to send all of this note, all the information. It's all of the cases at this point. And we're going to move all those over because I think that either they need to educate you or you need to have a serious discussion with them. Now, nothing about this stops you from calling them and trying to see what they can tell you over the phone. Do we have their phone number? Have you talked to them?
I am going to get pictures today. I have to go down there. I talked to them yesterday, but Mr. Sharp was not in his office. And I'm going
Right, 'cause
down
he
there.
works for the whole city and not just one case. Right. He's probably got a lot of other cases that he's having to look for.
Right.
So you might
Yes,
have
Your
to
Honor.
call and make an appointment.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the phone number?
I have the number. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Yes, Your Honor. Word.
it's all good. I'm not offended by such things, but I do want you to go in the right direction. Okay. And so see if you can get straightened out with them, but let him know this is scheduled for a pretrial in October and that you don't
Yes.
you don't think there's a problem, and you can talk to him about that.
Well, Your Honor, my son has a travel trailer back there, and I'm trying to get it moved 10 foot away, and he has to put a cement foundation down to put the travel trailer on. He got the cement yesterday.
You
He cannot.
need to find out from code enforcement whether y'all are allowed to do that. You need to get really clear with them.
Yes, it has been approved. We just have to follow through with it. But my son will not move his truck or the trailer, and that's who's doing the parking, not me.
Right, but it is your property, and city law is very clear that the
Yes, Your Honor.
owner is in charge.
Yes.
Because
He's
who
under
else
the-
can be in charge? You see, there's no way to make somebody else be in charge of property you own.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I don't know what to do there. I understand when you can't get a young person to do the right thing or do what you are asking them to do. And my heart goes out to you for that. But we need to kind of stop the conversation about it until things can be a little clearer under the law. So visit with code enforcement and see if you can't get to some kind of resolution over what they need to see to not file more charges. Okay? And
Yes, Your Honor.
we'll see you again October 7th this way, and then we'll see you in live on the December 1st date. Okay? At 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
And those, when we email you the notices, read them very carefully and make sure you know where to be and when to be there. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I can go down. I'm going down there this morning, and Thursday I have to pay my $20 on my fine I did get my car fixed, with the tags and everything.
Great. Okay. Very good. Do we have a? Okay. Okay. Very good. Is it for today? Yeah, I don't want to lose that case of yours in the middle of everything. And you're due to come on down here by October 1st, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will be there, and thank you for helping me.
Yes, ma'am. You take care.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
I have a phone call ending in 919. Hello. Who are you, please? You'll have to unmute.
Yes, this
Hi.
is Sammy Fletcher.
Oh, good.
Hi.
I have your file right here, Mr. Fletcher. Hey, Mr. Fletcher, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been able to do any of your community service so far?
No, that's what I was going to talk to you about. See if I can get the extension on that first one because I was going to do it through Meals on Wheels, but they kept putting me off. And they said they couldn't not let me do it because of COVID.
Okay, you need to find a different provider.
Yes, ma'am. I tried somewhere else, but they said the same thing. But I got somewhere else. I'm gonna try. I think it's
You know,
St.
I
Vincent.
just hey, listen. The sanitation department, they need some help putting together containers. And
Where at?
for the city, hold on. Let me get their number. We have that new number. Community service. Hold on. Yeah, it's okay. Just one moment.
Okay.
Yeah, let me give
Okay.
you a phone. Let me give you a phone number.
Okay. Okay.
Solid waste is, and it's not garbage. They have people who do garbage. It's a different project. There's containers that need to be put together, and they are doing COVID protocols. And their number is 298
298
5725.
5725.
And you're looking to talk to Ms. Caldwell.
Ms. Caldwell.
And Mr. Fletcher, I received your plea for your new cases. And so your new total of hours is 53 hours.
Total 53.
Yes, and I'm giving you,
Paper
Sorry?
that I had. Did I use the same paper that I got before?
You
Have me put
can.
it on.
you can, but we have an email for you, and we're gonna email you the new due date, which is November 23rd. Oh, we don't have an
What day?
email. So do you want
No.
another timesheet? You can come pick one up. But yeah, call
Okay.
Solid Waste. They need help. They're gonna give you hours.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, you have that number, Ms. Caldwell, for Ms. Caldwell?
Well, 298 5725.
Let me 5725. Yes, 298 5725.
Okay.
We just got word that they really need help.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You have any questions?
No, they're in the temple, are they?
Yes, yeah. And when you talk to her, she can tell you where to report and when. But I believe they're 9 to 4. They've got plenty of hours. You could start today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.